Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're here today in need of some major cleaning motivation because this video is full of it for you guys. I'm super excited to share this video with you. As you know, this entire month I've been showing our extreme cleaning videos. We're cleaning our home from top to bottom, getting it ready for the holidays. So we've got some motivation coming at you right now. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Let's begin cleaning. Alright, so I've showed this before, but I just want to show it again. This is the clear plastic paper cover from Amazon, and we just slip our to-do list right in here, and then it works as a dry erase board, and we can erase it and then use the same paper over and over. So today I'm starting with our front bathroom and getting that all cleaned. So first things first, of course, I'm getting the spider webs down with a broom out of the corners on top of the ceiling and also all around the lights. If there's any dust in the corners or spider webs, this gets it down super quick. I don't know about you guys, but I'm totally a list maker. Like I need a list, a to-do list to keep me on track. I get distracted if I don't have one. So as I'm going today, I'll be crossing things off of our to-do list. All right, moving on. So my dad helped me get this light cover off, and as you can see, it was pretty nasty inside. I'm not exactly sure what that is, if it's like bugs or I don't know, but I cleaned it really good and then dried it, and then I'm gonna wipe off this vent up here. It was pretty nasty. I guess from sucking up all the air and the dirt and the hairspray and everything, it just kind of caked on the vent. So I'm just taking a rag and I'm wiping it all down. And then once I finish wiping it down, I'm gonna grab our Dyson cordless vacuum and try to like suck up some of the dust that was up in the vent. I'm gonna try to do that as best as I can. And then I'm just gonna dry it and then put the cover back on and call it good. And it was totally sideways, and I couldn't tell from where it was at until later when I had stepped back from the ladder. I was like, oh my word, that is totally crooked. So I fixed that. Alright, so now I'm moving on and I'm cleaning our shower rod. It was pretty gross up there, actually, pretty dusty. So I'm just wiping that all down. Now, normally I would take our shower curtains and wash them, but I totally forgot to do that. I guess because it wasn't on my list, I totally forgot to wash these shower curtains. So that is what I mean when I say I am a total list person, because if it's not on my list, I will forget to do it. So as you can see here, when we take showers, the steam creates condensation and it just streaks all down the walls and it looks really gross. And I think because we have darker color paint in here, you can see it more than you would like white paint, of course, but it just looks so terrible. So I didn't use any cleaner on this rag, but I'm just taking warm water and a really soft rag and just doing a light little wipe down of the walls, and it seemed to do the trick. It took all of the water drops off of the wall for right now. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to add this to my routine of like doing it like once a month because it just gets so bad. I'm not exactly sure why it does that. I've never had this problem here before, but since we repainted this room, it seems to really do that a lot. And this was a pretty time-consuming part because I was working with a ladder and having to move the ladder around and having to keep re-wetting my rag and everything. But it definitely needed to be done, and so I took the time and did it. Now, if you missed my 2 extreme clean with me's that I've posted already, I'll link those down below so you guys can watch those. I did an extreme clean in our living room, our family room, and I also did extreme clean in our kitchen and dining room. So here I'm using some Lysol concentrate and we're just pouring it in with some warm water. So the reason that I'm making this little mixture is because we have white wainscoting all along the wall in our bathroom. And if you have white wainscoting, you will know what I'm talking about, but the white wainscoting gets so dirty so quickly. As you can tell, this white wainscoting has these ridges all in it, and the ridges collect dust, and all the way down to the bottom it just like gets covered in dust, and it's white so you can see it a little bit easier. So I'm just taking some Lysol concentrate and I'm wiping it all down. It smelled really, really good, and it really helped get all the grime up. As you can see here where the wainscoting meets the baseboards, these ridges, the dust kind of just settles right in those ridges, and it makes it so hard to come out. Like before, I have gotten a toothpick and tried to like scrape out the dust, but it just like sets in there and I cannot always get it out perfectly. So if you can see, I'm using a magic eraser to get the majority of it. But there is some parts in here where it doesn't come out completely. So I've just tried to like not scrub the paint off of the baseboards, but just kind of do my very best with it. And then if there's still a little bit of dirt in there, you really have to get up close to see it anyways. So I try not to worry about it too much. But the magic eraser does seem to really help get the majority of the dirt out. So I needed to wipe down this door, so I'm using our Lysol concentrate that we've already made, and I'm using it to disinfect this door and the handle, making sure it is all clean. And if there were any scratches or any parts that dust was caked on, I just used our magic eraser, like here, and I used it to pull all of the dirt off. Alright, getting things crossed off the list. Now, as you'll notice, there are some things that I've been doing that aren't on the list, but they're just things that I was like, oh, that needs to be done, and I don't have time to go print it on the list. But I did add it into this video. Alright, so above our cabinet here in the bathroom, the dust was caked on. Let me tell you, it was pretty bad. I think because of hairspray and like the moisture from the shower, the dust just like gets caked on. So I tried to vacuum it out. That didn't work, so I just got a rag and cleaned it out with the rag, and that did the trick. Alright, moving on to our light fixtures. These needed to be cleaned too with some Lysol, because the same thing, they get like caked with dust and hairspray, and the Lysol seemed to really do a good trick and pull all of that off. And of course, I needed to clean the hand towel holder because that gets dusty too. And also this little shelf right beside it, and also the toilet paper roll holder. That is something that gets missed so often, is we forget to clean the toilet paper roll holder. So I make a mental note of it now that it always needs to be done, because it just looks so much cleaner if it doesn't have like dust all over it. Okay, so now I'm moving on to our shower, and I clean our shower weekly, so I didn't do a like deep clean on this because I knew I was doing a bunch of other things here in this video, so I just thought I would do a quick little scrub down of the shower. And I'm using our Clorox disinfecting foam cleaner, and also the little scrubber brush I'm using has a dispenser on it, and I just put some vinegar and some dish soap in there as a mixture, and that helped as well. Alright, so moving on to the tub. I've talked about this before, but I love using Barkeeper's Friend for our tub. It seriously, in my honest opinion, it works the best that I've tried so far for our tub. So I squirt a little on and then I just mix it all around. I just rush it all around in there. And then I let it sit for just a few minutes before I rinse it out, and it seriously does an amazing job. It keeps our tub looking really white and really clean feeling. So if you're curious what this little silver cylinder is here on the bath, it's like an at-home spa filter for your shower, so it really just helps balances the pH balance of your shower water, and I love it. Just if you're curious as to what that is, if you've seen that in some of my previous videos, that's what that little contraption is. And I'm wearing an apron here to clean the bath because I've cleaned this bath before with Barkeeper's Friend and I've accidentally gotten some of it on my shirt, and it takes the color completely out of your clothes, like almost instantly. So I'm using an apron here to save my clothes. Alright, moving on and crossing things off of the list. I have this huge mirror here in the bathroom, and this thing is so hard to keep clean. I just can't ever keep it clean. I'll clean it and then the next morning it's like got spots on it again. So it is like a never-ending job with this mirror. Okay, and now I needed to do all the countertops, so I'm just spraying the tops of the countertops with some Pine Sol, just because I love the Pine Sol scent. And then also I'm using these Scrubbing Bubbles, like bathroom disposable wipes, to do all of the cleaning. And I've talked about this before, but I just wanted to show you guys our disposable toilet bowl brush cleaner from Clorox. We love this thing so much. Alright, our trash can needed to be cleaned. I do not like when the bottom of our trash can gets like dirty and grimy. It kind of grosses me out just a little bit. So I was showing you today, we got some more of these Hero Scent Stripes trash bags. They smell like lavender and they smell really good, but they're perfect size for your trash can. So I'm putting all of our little decor back, and our fall hand soaps and our Scentsy, all of that jazz, putting it back in. And restocking the toilet paper on the side of the toilet. We have a little holder there for it. And now moving on to the floors. So I'm vacuuming these rugs. These rugs are completely gross. Like, they get so nasty so quickly. They like show everything. So I brought out the Dyson that had some power to it. And now I'm just gonna wipe down the outside of these cabinets. They needed to be done really badly. And I'm using our Dyson cordless just to do a quick pickup if there was anything loose up on the floor before I start mopping. So here I'm using our O Cedar Spin Mop, and I'm putting some Lysol, the same Lysol that I've used to clean the bathroom. I'm pouring some Lysol concentrate in here with warm water, and I'm using this to mop the floors. And that was the last thing on the list for this room. So once the floor dried, I went ahead and brought the rugs back in. and then I'm just putting everything back in order, making sure that it's good to go. I added a fresh new hand towel, which is something I love to do every time that I clean our bathroom. And another thing I love to do is add a brand new scent to our wax warmer, and this is the pumpkin apple muffin scent, and it smells pretty stinking good. All right, so now I'm erasing our to-do list because I'm going to be working in the hallway now. So I'm just marking off with this black marker things that obviously aren't needing to be done in the hallway, such as clean the toilet or the shower, because we don't have one in our hallway. Shocker, I know. But here I'm starting from the top, just as always, and getting all of the spider webs out of the corners and by the lights, using our broom to do that really quick. As you can see, this vent here in our hallway was pretty dirty. Oh my word, it was so dusty. You really can't tell how bad it is until I started going. And I was like, oh my word, this thing is covered in dust. So I'm doing that with our Dyson vacuum. And then I'll go back through and just give it a good wipe down, make sure I got everything. And this was a great workout for my arms. My arms were killing me by the time I was done vacuuming and then wiping this all down. Alright, so this wall we have in our hallway, we just put lots of family pictures on it. So I'm using our Swiffer to just do a quick little dusting of all these pictures really quick. And also we have more down the hallway. We are very much a picture family. We love having pictures up in our home, which we will be getting some new ones pretty soon. I'm super excited to show you guys that when they come in. So the next thing on my list was to clean all of the doors, the door frames, wipe down any of the walls if there were dirty spots that needed to be wiped down, any marks on them or anything, things that have been moved around and brushed up against the walls and creates marks. I'm using some Lysol here to wipe down everything, and then going to be using the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to get all those marks off. As you can see, this big mark here on the door, I just took my magic eraser and a little elbow grease and wiped it off, and it came right off. Alright, so before I do the baseboards, I used our broom to kind of just sweep the top of the baseboards and grab most of the dust. And then the broom, I just ran it across where the carpet and the baseboard meet, and it kind of pulls the dirt away from the carpet, makes it easier when we vacuum. And if you're wondering who's helping me, whose hand that you're seeing, it's my mom. She gave me a hand with some of the baseboards and the door frames because there is a ton of it here in this hallway, so she gave me a hand with that. So I have this huge mirror here in our hallway, and this needed to be cleaned. So I used some sprayway cleaner and a paper towel, and then I'm following up and removing all of the little dust particles with the microfiber cloth. I found that the microfiber cloth works the best for this stuff. Alright, so last thing left in this room is to vacuum the hallway. So I'm using our older Dyson vacuum, and I say older because it's older than our Dyson cordless, but it still works just as great. We love this thing. So next week's video is an extreme clean with me with some bedrooms, and we're cleaning those from top to bottom, so I'll be sharing that with you guys. I can't wait for you guys to see that. But this is the conclusion of the extreme clean with me bathroom and hallway edition. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you feel motivated to do some cleaning and get things ready for your home for the holidays to hit. Thanks for watching. See you next time.